Hello friends, myself Sangram Kesari Mahapatra, industry expert from 9sem.com. I welcome you all in my another session. In this session, I am going to explain about pressure gauge. In my just previous section, I just explained about the introduction of pressure measurement. So let's start. What is pressure gauge? Pressure gauge generally used to measure the pressure. So pressure gauge use pressure sensing element for measuring applied pressure. The pressure sensing element deforms elastically under the pressure. That means when we apply the pressure, the sensing element deforms elastically, which helps us to measure the pressure. So what are the types of pressure gauges? Based on the sensing element which are used inside the pressure, there are mainly three types of pressure gauges. What are those? They are Bourdon tube, diaphragm and bellows. So first start Bourdon tube pressure gauge. As you can see the figure, the Bourdon tube are circular shaped tube with oval cross section. They are mainly three types: C-shaped Bourdon tube, helical Bourdon tube, spiral Bourdon tube. The moment when there will be no pressure, the circular cross section of the Bourdon tube generally flat oval. The moment when we apply the pressure, then the cross section tends to become more circular, that means pointed oval, as you can see in the figure. This type of Bourdon tube used to measure medium to high pressure. So first start C-type Bourdon tube sensor. For construction point of view, the C-type Bourdon tube having flattened or oval shape of cross section, which is approximately 270-degree arc. That means the arc of the C-type Bourdon tube is 270 degree. At the end of the Bourdon tube, that means tip end of the Bourdon tube is completely sealed, which is connected to a connecting link. At the bottom of the C-type Bourdon tube, there will be a supporting tube which is connected to the process fluid whose pressure is going to measure. Now when there will be a pressure applied at the bottom of the C-type Bourdon tube, then what will happen? That means when pressure is applied to the tube, then the tube is going to straighten. That means nonlinear motion is getting connected in a linear rotational motion through a pointer and gear mechanism. That means when the pressure is applied at the bottom of the Bourdon tube, then the C-type Bourdon tube try to straighten, so that there will be a gear pinion mechanism which is pivot through a spindle, as you can see in the figure, and that pivoted spindle is attached to a connecting link that is adjustable. This connecting link is attached to a sealed tip end. When the C-type Bourdon tube straighten, the sealed tip end will in motion, so that the connecting link which is attached to the tip end is ultimately in motion, so that the entire gear mechanism through spindle is in motion, and there will be a pointer attached to it which will be in motion over a scale which will show us the reading of the pressure of the process fluid. It can be used to measure positive pressure as well as negative pressure, also compound pressure. There are available with span from 0 to 15 pound per square inch to 0 to 20,000 pound per square inch. Generally 0 to 100 kPa to 0 to 140 MPa. Another type of Bourdon tube is called spiral Bourdon sensor. Here they are in the form of series of C Bourdon tube joined end to end, as you can see in the figure. When there will be pressure applied this spiral type Bourdon tube, that means when it is pressurized, the flat spiral tends to uncoil, so that it will produce a greater moment of the free end, which will be attached with a pointer over a measuring scale which will show the pressure. And here it will be so arranged that there will be no amplification mechanism. That means it not require any amplification mechanism to show the pressure. That means there is no require of mechanical amplification. Hence it increases the sensitivity and accuracy, and this instrument can be used in where the accuracy is more important. The instrument, because there is no motion of any mechanism, that means there is no friction introduced, as there is no link or lever mechanism, hence its sensitivity and accuracy will be higher. The spans as low as 10 pound per square inch, that is 69 kilopascal, are available. They can be used for measuring positive, negative or compound ranges. Another type of Bourdon tube is called helical Bourdon tube. This sensor produces an even greater motion of the free end than the spiral element. It also eliminating the need of mechanical amplification. The range of the helical coil is affected by the diameter, wall thickness, number of coil used and construction materials. Main advantage of this type of helical Bourdon tube is that it has high overrange protection. What does it mean? For example, if the helical Bourdon tube sensor having range 0 to 1000 pound per square inch gauge, which may be safely exposed, that means it can withstand the pressure of almost 10,000 pound per square inch gauge. That means it has some withstand capacity to sustain. Hence, it can be used continuously fluctuating services. Available with span from 0 to 30 pound per square inch to 80,000 pound per square inch gauge. Generally 0 to 200 kilopascal to 0 to 550 megapascal. Then come to diaphragm type pressure gauge. Diaphragm type pressure gauge generally used for relatively high actuating force. That means diaphragm element are circular shaped corrugated membrane. When pressure is applied at the bottom, the diaphragm membrane elongates. The diaphragm is mechanically connected to a transmission mechanism which will amplify the small deflection of the diaphragm and transfer them to the pointer, which will attach over a scale which will show the pressure. What is the advantage of this type of pressure gauge? It is generally high actuating force, relatively high actuating force, insensitive to vibration, higher overload withstand capacity, high viscous, impure or crystallized process media can be adopted for using this type of pressure gauge. Pressure ranges can be between 0 to 16 megabar and 0 to 40 bar with accuracy class from 0.6 to 2.5. Then called capsule. Generally, what is capsule? The diaphragm, as you know, it is a single sheet. When joining the two diaphragm, we form a capsule. So, two corrugated diaphragm welded together at their periphery to form a capsule. In the figure, we can see there is a capsule having two diaphragm welded together. At the bottom, when pressure is applied, then that pressure flows to the center of one diaphragm. At the other part of the diaphragm, at the center of other part of the diaphragm is attached with a pointer mechanism which will move over a calibrated scale which will show the pressure. That means when the pressure to be measured introduced into the capsule via the opening in the center of the diaphragm, the center of the second diaphragm connected to the transmission mechanism so that the deflection of the measuring element can be transmitted to the pointer which will move over a scale which will show the pressure. So pressure ranges can be between 0 to 25 bar and 0 to 0.6 bar. 0 to 2.5 megabar and 0 to 0.6 bar with capacity classes 0.1 to 2.5. Bellows type pressure gauge. Bellows type sensing element are for low to intermediate pressures and they are used in vacuum, absolute and differential pressure application. The bellows expands and contracts based on the pressure difference across the inside and outside the bellows unit. For basic designing of bellows pressure detector will be discussed. That means there are 4 basic designs that we are going to discuss. They are classified by the reference pressure used, mainly absolute gauge or differential pressure gauge. First start absolute gauge using bellows. When bellows, as you can see in the figure, there are 2 bellows are used. One is reference bellows and another is measuring bellows. The reference bellow is completely sealed for reference and it is completely sealed, and another bellow which is used for measuring purpose, there is a opening. As you can see, when the process pressure whose pressure is going to measure is allowed to pass through that opening, then what will happen? The measuring bellows will expand. So the pressure of the media to be measured is compared against the reference pressure, which is equal to absolute 0. Here the reference pressure is absolute 0. An increase in process pressure will cause the measuring bellows to extend, which result in an increase in readout through the motion balance mechanism. Okay, if there is no process pressure, if there is process pressure is constant, suppose the process pressure is constant but the barometric pressure changes, force will be exerted equally on the outside of the both bellows, causing no change in the readout. The evacuated bellows are capable of compensating for barometric pressure variation as high as 100 mmHg, that is 200 kilopascal. When bellows are used as pressure sensing element, it is desirable to add a spring for ranging and accurate characterization. That means without the calibration spring, temperature effect and work hardening of the bellows would cause loss of accuracy. So as you can see in the figure left side, there is a calibrated spring and bellows used. When the pressure is allowed to pass through the chamber, here high pressure is flow, the outside surface of the bellows is exposed to the pressure whose pressure is going to measure. But in the second part of the figure or right side of the figure, when relatively low pressure need to be measured, the process pressure is introduced inside the bellows. Now come to differential pressure gauge. Here we use dual bellows. Dual bellows element are also available as differential pressure sensor. 2 sealed pressure media chamber are separated by the measuring element. If both operating pressures are the same, no movement occurs and no pressure indicated. When one of the pressure is either higher or lower than the other, reading will be indicated. If either low or the high pressure side is left open to the atmosphere, the unit will detect either gauge pressure or vacuum pressure. Advantage, what are the advantages? High overload capability. Pressure ranges can be between 0 to 16 megabar and 0 to 40 bar with accuracy class of 0.6 to 2.5. Okay, this conclude my pressure gauge. Okay, thank you.